not sure on how I need to check the logs, that kind of thing. And also,
Yeah.
like, we have some scripts, right? I haven't written any scripts actually. So we will have some scripts to run so that when a server stops, if we run that script, it will work, right? So we will be able to help with those things.
Yeah, sure. So let me ask you a few questions, probing questions, so that I'm clear, you're clear. So when you say grid administration or grid monitoring, something like that, do you already have the grid set up in your work, or is it going to happen and then you want to understand?
It's going to happen.
Okay. Uh, does it mean you have to perform the grid service installations, or someone is going to do, and then you have to understand and then do the activities?
Yeah, that I'm gonna let you know. I am also not sure. So, but I know that the requirement is great. So I have experience as a SaaS developer, like couple of years, like more than 7 years. But the administration part, I'm not like that confident. So I mean, I have informed you like what are the things that I have done in as an admin,
Yeah,
right? So,
yeah,
but I don't have any experience like monitoring the servers, and also if anything fails, how do I troubleshoot all that kind of admin tasks. I don't know how SaaS administration, general SaaS administration, how far it's different with grid computing, because I know grid computing is like parallelization, like workload balancing, but I am not at all sure of the scripts. If we need to run any scripts when the server fails, how do I, if anything fails, how do I need to check the logs? Those kind of things I am not aware of anything about grid computing. So, I mean, will there be a lot of difference? The LSF, platform LSF, and RMF, all those things.
yeah. So I wouldn't say there is a lot of difference between normal administration and grid administration.
Mhm.
But yes, there is a difference. There is a change in what we are doing as a normal administrator to grid administrator. Yeah, the change being, as you rightly pointed out, it's the workload balancing, right?
Okay.
The load sharing facility, and then grid is nothing but ensuring uh, there is a there is a backup server, or there is another server if one server is failed,
Yeah.
right?
So, yeah.
So the mainly that one is the data tier. So there will be multiple data tiers running, and there will be a master. Okay, so the the terminology, or the words we are going to use in grid are like master node and grid node.
Okay.
um,
Okay.
so master node is the one which takes all the load, and whenever something is sent to run, master node will see which grid node is available, and then send it to that grid node to get the uh, 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 work done.
Okay.
So in layman terms, this is how it happens. So according to the company's capability, they will define two grid nodes, three grid nodes, four grid nodes, whatever it is, and one master node.
Okay.
So if
Okay.
one grid node is down, then the other grid node will pick up the activities
Mm.
coming from master node, and then the work is getting done. And
Okay.
then setting up those grid nodes, setting
Mm.
up those servers is the challenge. If we fail, or if there is any issue that in doing that, then that becomes an issue, and we need to ensure we are doing it properly. And
Mm.
the other side, yeah, you need to understand about how we will check
Yes.
what's happening, or how we need to see the logs so that we can troubleshoot the issue effectively. Is again, yeah, that's the main topic. That's also one of the topic that we need to I need to cover. So we can cover that. And then when coming to scripts, there is no or I wouldn't say there's a difference between the scripts that we follow in administration, sorry, normal administration and grid administration, but but um, uh, but we are not. I'm not completely saying it's not good to follow a script that if you have to follow. Let's say you want to create a script for running the backup. Yes, we can do
Mm-hmm.
it. Let's say if
Okay.
you want to create a script that you can perform the server restarts sitting from one server. So you see here there are four different servers, right? Or
Mm-hmm.
three different servers, and in that we have again some eight servers in the background, like one metadata server, three grid servers or four grid servers, and
Mm-hmm.
then two middle tier servers. So let's say if you have seven servers, something like that,
Yes.
to restart the SaaS application, you have to log into all seven servers
Yes.
and then do a restart.
Yes.
But but no one is stopping you to create a script so that from one server you can run that script and then all the servers restart will happen. So that those things we can perform. I think I have something that I can show you so that it will help you in creating something for your environment. Yeah,
So,
we can do that.
sorry to interrupt. So, did you work on SAS Grid? So, would you be able to show me the the SAS Grid thing, like how it works? Any platform, like real time platform, or
Yeah, I have worked. I have installed Grid. I'll try my best to show real time what's happening, how it should
okay,
be. Yeah.
okay, yeah.
Any other doubts?
As of now, but I mean, if we have really that grid installation and all those, if I need any kind of support, will you be able to provide me like any support kind of thing also? I mean, just checking.
Yeah, sure. One second. Okay. So from where exactly you're working? In India or
No,
US?
no, US. Actually, like I have almost like more than 7+ years of experience as a SaaS developer. I know all the developing things, but recently, I mean, I also worked all the basic administration tasks, but I'm not completely into the administration. So I just would like to, because since we are working on, since we already are familiar with the SaaS as a developing experience, and also with this kind of, and also familiar with the environment, how the servers would look like and all those. So I thought I would get some knowledge on admin, so that I just wanted to get some knowledge on it. So,
Yeah, yeah, sure. I didn't get your name.
it's Lakshmi. It's Lakshmi
Yeah,
Priya.
hi. Okay, sure, sure. Yeah, I'll be able to help you, and then we can see.
Yeah, but sometimes while doing this server thing, sometimes it used to be so slow, and we used to have that validation also. We have an additional notes after restarting. Also, our clear view, I mean, some reporting tool wouldn't start. So what we
Yeah,
used to do is like validating the servers. Like we go to the plugins, there we'll have all the workspace server and all those, right? So we used to validate them.
yeah, 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 sure. So
Mm.
I can help you. I can help you go through that.
But yeah, but if you want to start directly with grid computing also, it's okay with me. But if you think that before starting grid computing, I should have knowledge about all this, then also it's fine. But
No, no, no. There is a specific flow that I'll follow by giving some introduction. Like first two sessions will be completely theoretical. I have to run the presentations and then show you the architecture, right? See,
okay,
and then I have to tell you what's the difference between normal administration and flat grid administration. I
okay,
cannot directly start with, okay, this is grid and then this
mhm,
is how it works. That will
mhm.
not work.
Yeah,
Because if I have to, as I said, my main motto is to understand and then the other person who is going to support has a knowledge in doing the day-to-day activities of SaaS administration.
mm.
Yeah.